Hey everybody, what's up? Mr. Miller here. It is Friday, February 15th, and I'm so lonesome I could cry, as the song goes. I'm all alone in my classroom, and I got to thinking, you know, I'm doing this Battle of the Brains competition with two of my five classes, and I got to thinking, why just those two? Why not do it with all my classes? So what I want to do is walk through this video, and what I would like you to do is make a decision whether you would like to participate in this or not. So here's what would happen. If the majority of the class votes yes, then I would be assigning you to a team. And here's why I would be assigning you to a team. I need to make sure that every team in the class has an equal opportunity to win the competition. If I let you pick, I run the risk of a team forming where everyone on that team has this innate aptitude with math. They get things really, really fast versus another team where we could have people who struggle with math and it takes them a little bit longer to catch on, and that's okay. I'm not upset with those people. I'm just saying there are different abilities throughout our classes, right? All of our classes. And we know who's going to win that competition. If I assign the teams, I have some comfort in knowing that every team had roughly an equal chance of winning, and that's what I'm after. You would be working in your teams on assignments and activities together. You would support each other. You would rely on each other to help each other learn the material. I would expect you to work productively, work quietly in your team. Now, it would be ridiculous to say, I'm going to put you guys in teams and then say, but don't talk. That's ridiculous. I want you guys to have discussion and collaboration, and I just also at the same time want to make sure that we're not getting loud and crazy because this is still a classroom and we need to treat it as such. If your team finishes early on an assignment for that day, what I would ask you to do then is work in Mathia if you're in my Algebra 2B class, or Play-Doh if you are in my Geometry B class. How does your team earn points? I'm talking right now about team points. I'm not talking about points that would go into Math Excel or STI. This is how your team is going to earn points to win the competition. Each day, as I'm floating the room, answering questions, I would be observing the team's work ethic and conduct and participation. And at the end of the class, I would say, this team got how many points from 0 to 5? And I would do that for every other team as well. We would do daily quizzes. I'll talk more about that on the next slide. And each daily quiz would be worth 8 points. So basically, each day, loosely speaking, your team could earn up to 13 points based on the participation and the performance on the daily quiz. The big money is going to be the next midterm, which is April 8th. That's a Monday. And how the team performs on that as individuals will be worth 200 team points. That's almost a make or break. Now, I giveth and I taketh away. So, yes, I will award points, but I will also deduct. So if you're late to class, if you're talking when you shouldn't be, if you're loud, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I will take away points from your team. Now, I'm not a vindictive person. Those of you who have had me before, in fact, I think those of you who even had me last semester, I think I've shown that I'm not a vindictive person. But if we're going to do this competition, we're going to do it right. And that means if I observe you doing something, whether you're working in your team or you're not, like if we're doing notes or something, I have to take away from the team because that's just following the rules of the competition. Daily quizzes, they would be timed 7 minutes. When the bell rings, I would start the timer from 7 minutes. I will not reveal the quiz problems until the class is completely silent. You will take these daily quizzes as individuals, not as a team. These daily quizzes replace the launch problems. Because we're doing a competition, we want to have opportunity after opportunity to push the team ahead, to try to get them in the lead. So if I don't do something daily like this, it's a lost opportunity to get your team ahead. I hope that makes sense. Excuse me. Sorry for coughing into the mic. I'm starting to feel a little under the weather. Now, your individual performance will contribute to the team's scorecard. Here's how I would calculate the team points. So let's say we have a team and there's 4 people on the team, and one person on the team gets a 6, another gets a 5, somebody else gets an 8, and then another gets a 7. I would add those 4 scores up, divide by 4 to get an average. This team now has 6.5 points added to their team's scorecard. By the way, the team scorecard would be accessible online. You would know each and every day where your team stands relative to the others in the class. So it would be very transparent. I'm not going to rig the game. I'm not going to do something that's going to ensure that one team wins over another. I want to be transparent. So you would have access to your team's scorecard online. And each day you would see the points that I'm putting in. 5 points for the conduct participation, and up to 8 points based on how the team performed individually on the quiz. And then I would do the same kind of calculation for the midterm as well. All right, prizes. Every 3 weeks, the top 2 teams in the class will get to choose a small reward, so like a candy bar or a small bag of chips, something nominal, but still something that says, hey, great job. The big prize, pizza party, May 24th, 7th hour. I provide everything. I'll provide the pizza, the beverages, the plates, the napkins, everything. You just need to show up if your team wins, and you'll be able to come down 7th hour, spend an hour or so just munching on pizza, talking with friends, listening to music. Caveat I will make, though, is whatever you miss 7th hour, you'll be responsible for making that stuff up. You can't get exempt from that, but you probably already knew that. And so this is how the competition would work. So with this information in mind, I would really appreciate it if you would click on the ballot and cast your vote. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Ciao.